Don't do the AO. Don't. I can see you're getting super ready to do the AO. Or I can feel it. And if you kick my foot one more time, we're going to have a problem.
That time, but that's a ghosty boy.
Ghosty. How's it going, guys? Welcome to MAViSMITH Podcast number 36.
36.
Oh, it is 36.
Yeah, it is.
I always wait for you to question me or pull me up on it.
Or just tell you you're talking utter rubbish, but this time you're spot on. It's 36.
Yeah, well, now I want McDonald's. What's up, guys? Welcome to MAViSMITH Podcast. We'll be talking about films. I had a dream about one of the viewers, which we're going to get into, and I was creasing thinking about it. And I haven't told you what happened yet. And
he hasn't said.
Get your mind out the gutter. Ain't a sexual dream. It's just a funny dream.
It's definitely a sexual dream.
It's not a sexual dream. It's my dream, dude.
Yo.
It's about car.
Definitely a sexual dream.
Definitely a sexual dream. No, so we're going to talk about Infinity War a little bit. No spoilers, of course.
Spoiler free.
I'm going to talk about a couple of other little tad bits. Hey, how you doing, George? How's your week going?
Well, it's Monday, so pretty shit.
How has your week been? I'm going to try not to swear as much, by the way.
Yeah, I saw you. Yeah, okay.
I said last night. I was just thinking to myself. I was thinking, like I want to try and develop. Like some people have that switch; they can just switch off when they don't. When people swear.
I listen to the same podcast as you. Yep. It's about Ninja. Yeah.
And he was saying that his brother has that switch, and people can switch it off. And I want that. I want that switch.
I can definitely.
No, you can't.
Yeah, all right, I won't swear for the rest of this podcast.
I was editing the vlog, and when you swear once, it's D-Day. Like the show, it's D-Day. It's your swears coming out your mouth quicker than they ran on the beach. It's and I was editing. I'm not gonna lie. I had to edit out more of you swearing than me.
Wowza, Rooney.
Exactly what I thought.
Holy moly, Bon Jovi.
I was like, the hell? Why is he swearing so much?
It must have been just an angry mood. When I'm in an angry mood, it gets a lot worse.
But yeah, no, it's an absolute pain. But yeah, I'm going to try and develop a swear. So I'm going to try not to swear. So we'll see how long that lasts for. But yeah, has anything exciting happened in the past week since we last podcasted? I can't remember what we did.
Well,
here we go. He's a smile on his face.
No, it's not. It's not even anything good. Infinity War came out. We saw that. That was probably the most exciting thing that happened during the last week.
We dressed up. I was Groot. He was Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah, very true. And
had to scale.
Yeah, but because of the muscle difference, I had to lift him up instead of him lifting me up when he was shooting the gun sideways. So imagine Groot on Rocket's shoulders. That's what was happening, basically.
It was exactly that. So what was that smile for? What were you thinking?
No, I literally just thinking of Infinity War. Nothing really much else happened.
Again, so bad.
It was so good. But shall we get into that? Let's talk about the dream, or we're going to wait for more people to turn up before we talk about the dream. Should we delay the dream by
Let's delay the dream a little bit.
So we start with Infinity War just to get that out of the way.
But have you got no stories for the past week? I'm trying to think. We filmed a little bit. Jesus Christ. We filmed a little bit. Just do a Tom. I hate if anyone in the chat. Listen to this podcast. First of all, if anyone's listened to this podcast on SoundCloud, no, not Spotify yet. Spotify has aired us.
Have they?
Terribly. I emailed them about 2 months ago, and they said we'll get back to you. Guess who never got back to me?
You have to call them apparently because Rooster Teeth are trying to get their podcast, a big podcast, on there for 2 years.
Spotify?
Well, someone at Rooster Teeth gave someone they know at Spotify a call.
Back to my previous comment. If anyone watches this podcast, first of all, let us know because we do actually like reading comments that people like our podcast. And second of all, if anyone who is a fan of MAViSMITH, any of our friends, if you text message, don't do it. I can scroll on my phone. Same person.
I hate it.
Same person. Don't do it.
You can fit everything you need to say in one paragraph.
Only Twitter's got a limit, and Instagram does as well. Twitter has a limit.
Have a limit?
Yeah, Instagram does. It's like shows I've been in the doghouse a few times if I've got to type a long message on Instagram. WhatsApp does as well, but it's like real long. Have you ever seen the see more on Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you've had a couple of issues yourself then, I think. If any of you type message send, the space bar is your goddamn friend. I was gonna say effing friend there, but it's your goddamn friend. Learn it, play with it, take it out for dinner, take it back home, dim the lights, the space button is your friend, not the enter button, not the send button every 5 seconds. Sort your stuff out. Didn't swear again, and then we get going. So Avengers. We filmed on the weekend. No, we didn't.
No, it was weekend before, bro. This weekend.
What did we do this weekend?
Right.
We didn't do anything.
No. Friday.
Oh, we did a long stream, didn't we?
Friday I streamed.
Yeah.
Saturday I was in Thorpe Park.
Oh yeah, how about
and
Thorpe
you
Park?
streamed?
Do you have any stories about Thorpe Park? You must have a couple.
Yeah, we'll go in. Not really. I mean, it was quite a. All right, I'll tell you the whole day really quickly, and it was like there's nothing really to it. And then Sunday we did a long stream. So Saturday, Thorpe Park. What happened at Thorpe Park? Well, nothing. We got up early. We left about 8:30 on the road. We met up with Lawrence's friend at like 9:30. So we were in Staines by about 10:30, and we stopped at Slug and Lettuce and had 2 pints. Right. Classic, 10:30 in the morning. It was great.
Just before the
just before all the roller coasters. Yeah, that was just before we got there, not before the roller coasters. Because when we got there, we had another 2 pints when we got there.
Damn, really?
Yeah, so we were 4 pints in before we even went on anything really. So then by the time we got on the rides, we were all pretty. We was all in a good mood. Went on all the rides and then just had a good day. I mean, there wasn't a lot of stories. It was just we were laughing a lot, but just about what was going on. There's nothing like there's no. Someone lost a shoe on a ride and someone lost a hat. I saw the hat fly off his head, which was hilarious on Stealth. Stealth is a ride. You start off on the ground like this and you go really fast and then straight up and then it comes over and back down. But as you start off, you do 0 to 84 miles an hour in like 2 point something seconds. So you're going really fast. Do we look really yellow? Why do we look so yellow? Right, hold on. Let's go down a notch.
So just while Jivo fixes that. I did a long ass stream on Saturday, then we did a long ass stream together on Sunday. Again, it was quite nice because we were able to play a couple of games that, normally when we're sitting next to each other, we kind of, when we normally sit next to each other, we're kind of playing a game that we do want to play, but, you have to play like a story game or you got to play like a. We are in the hood over here, dude. I've never heard so many dogs bark in one area. Not that that's a definition of we're in the hood, but dogs barking.
Yeah, true.
Dog bark. Oh shit! I broke it. I said the S word.
You've already lost, mate.
I've already lost it. Oh, flip the switch. The little switch on the table's off again. What's that guy? Call me Brian Singer. Is that his name? The guy with the rate button underneath the.
Oh
table?
yeah,
Brian
yeah.
Singer? Call me Brian Singer. What's up with the camera? Yeah, no, we are changing that a tiny bit. GFS.
Does it still look yellowy?
We still do look yellowy.
Let's go down another.
We're just having some technical difficulties with the camera.
I don't know why it looks so yellowy. Maybe if I bring the contrast up a bit more. Oh god. Oh my god.
Turn down the colour intensity.
Yeah, but then we look really white. What's the contrast? Whoa, that's really cool. Oh, that's. Oh, okay. Maybe just have the contrast at like. Maybe like here. And then the brightness like up a little bit. And then maybe the colour intensity down a little bit.
Yeah.
How about that? Does that look better? That looks a bit better, right?
So it was quite nice because we were able to play a couple of games that we actually like haven't like 7 Days to Die was really fun. We downloaded a couple mods for it and we had a good old jolly time doing it. Okay, so thought about nothing really happened. You just got a couple of boozers.
I said some guy's hat flew off. That was quite funny because he was like had really long hair and he was trying to find it after the ride, despite it being he lost it at the top of the crest of the ride and you saw it float down. It's quite funny. And they had to shut the swan down for like 10 minutes because someone lost a shoe. Now I don't know how you lose a shoe on a ride. It's beyond me, but it happened.
Isn't it tied up to your foot?
Right? We were sitting there going, "Who loses a shoe?" They had to send engineers
I'm always
up.
really worried that my shoe's going to fly off, even though
I don't know how it happens.
Well, I've got like flippers, so they they fly off.
They fly off.
Yeah, they fly off like it's nobody's business. So let's talk about Infinity War. And nothing really happened in my life either. I think anything.
We don't really have interesting lives.
We have really boring lives. Let's just start with Infinity War then, I guess, and then if you think of something, we'll carry on. So we went to the midnight showing. Thor himself came through our front door the other day and was like, "Hey guys, I'm a big fan," and we said, "You're not a fan, you're a friend." And that sounded awfully like The Office. Really. Yeah. I've just started. No, we're not going to do. No spoilers. We're going to do no spoilers. It's going to be a spoiler-free review. Batman dies. Sorry, now no more spoilers. But yeah, no. So Thor came through the door and he was like, "Fan, you're not a fan, you're a friend." And then he was like, "Okay," and we grabbed a tea and grabbed a coffee. And then he was like, "I want you to see the film." And we were like, "Well, yeah, it doesn't come out for another day." And he said, and then he lifted his hammer up, and then a TV just appeared out of nowhere, and we sat and watched it together with Thor, and he did the acting when he was on the screen, so it's kind of like a live, you know.
It was like a play.
Yeah, it was like a play. He would get up and he would act the exact scene out. Yeah, he would talk, he would act, he would do his lightning bolts. We got a shot. We got a little bit of a shock at one of the scenes as well, real life shock. And then we watched it. So, what do you think about it? Obviously, spoiler free for everyone.
I thought it was incredible. I thought it was a really, 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 really good film. I can't sort of say, if you like the Marvel movies, if you don't like Marvel films and you don't like superhero films, then that's fine. It won't be for you, obviously. Just avoid it. It's just not for you. If you love, Iron Man and Avengers and Guardians, then you'll love this film. There's just no doubt. It's just perfect. It's exactly what the fans wanted. It's just a big cluster of all your heroes that you've seen across the span of these 10 years of movies in one place together, fighting an undefeatable enemy, and that is literally what it's just a really fun, enjoyable, action-packed thriller of a movie.
Yeah, I agree. It was great. I don't like the ending, if I'm honest.
Neither do I.
Yeah, I don't like the ending because if any of you have seen it, you'll probably agree. It's obviously I can't really go into spoiler of it, and the word I want to use kind of not spoils it, but I have a really good theory. Obviously, I'm going to tell GFA after the stream. I've got a really good theory of what's going to happen, because they've kind of written themselves into a corner.
That's a bit better.
They've written themselves into a corner. Not on purpose. And it's going to be hard for them to get out. They obviously have a plan, but
yeah,
it's going to be hard for them to write out of that corner, especially with it making sense and not them going, well, there's this that that no one knew about. It's a stupid ass escape. It's hard to.
It's impossible to talk about the ending of the film without spoiling it because, as Matt said, the way they end it is in such a bizarre way that there's only one way they can write themselves back into it, and it just makes no. That is the only part of the film I didn't like because it kind of ruined it for me. But yeah,
dude, I have to say though, I was saying this to GFA before the fog in my throat. Thor is my favorite character now. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen Thor 1 and 2 yet. Refused to watch him. I fell asleep during one, and then I just didn't want because he's like Superman.
No,
he's the most overpowered Avenger.
He is now. Like when I say now, I mean since Ragnarok.
Yeah,
like since he's learned his real power.
He's the most overpowered Avenger. So like, I don't know. It was, but what I did love was that they changed a lot from the trailer. I'm liking it. There was loads of shots,
bits,
loads of shots in the trailer. For example, there's a big one with Spider-Man. There's a scene in the trailer that looked completely different in the film.
And there's another bit with Iron Man in the trailer where he was talking to specific people, which didn't happen in the film, which was really good.
So I'm loving it because that's what they did with Deadpool.
Yeah, really threw me off. Like, not threw me off, but took me out because I hate watching trailers, but I will always watch them if there's a film I want to see because I can't.
I normally watch the first trailer because the first trailer is normally a little tease, and then the second trailer is normally one for spoilers, and it brings in the audiences that don't know what it is. Unless you're Batman v Superman, you just ruin the entire aesthetic of the film. But yeah, quality film. The first 2/3 were incredible. A lot of humor as well, which was great.
And the humor,
it was good humor. It wasn't like, and it was like the timing was perfect.
It's there's a few jokes at the beginning, like the first sort of 10-15 minutes, like that didn't hit home for me. I kind of didn't find them funny, and I think there was one joke that was said that literally no one in the cinema laughed.
Which
I can't remember. There was a bit near the beginning where someone said something that was supposed to be funny. And not one person in the entire cinema laughed. It was just a bit cringy, and I was like,
"Oh, was it Iron Man having a flip phone instead of having a Because obviously he's like he's this
maybe.
gadget person. He's got a flip phone.
I can't remember. There was a few jokes at the beginning that just didn't hit home for anyone. And then as the film went on, they got a lot more organic, and they felt like Ragnarok. It was just they're really funny moments, like they're really quick one-liners.
I was worried about Ragnarok for the exact same reason. I mean, there's a few jokes at the beginning of Thor when he's spinning around.
Yeah, that is exactly the same.
He was making like the first time he spun around, it was funny. They did it again, and I was like, yeah.
In Ragnarok, and when he's in the cage at the beginning,
yeah,
for sure. I feel like exactly the same. That worried me for the rest of the film, and I felt the same with this one. There was something at the beginning that was done. It was not funny at all. It was like really childish humor. And I was like, please don't say that's how they've done this film. And then it really just went the opposite way and was really because it started off like again, not spoiler at all, but it started off very dark. Like even the intro credits were dark. As in, like very like.
There was just no music, and it started from a distress signal. It was bloody brilliant. Sorry. So, what would you rate it?
Are we doing the MAViSMITH rating out of 5?
Out of 5. I'd give it a good 4. 4 for 4. Thanks.
Maybe 4.5. Maybe 4.5.
4.5. Yeah, no, I think the ending ruined it for me. The ending, because obviously it's the last bit you see. The ending took me out a bit, unfortunately. But I still, the first 2 parts were, made it worthwhile.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Let's before we move on, let's talk about the open the biggest weekend. So I've got here Avengers Infinity War opens at number 1 and breaks the all-time opening weekend record set by Star Wars, which was Star Wars The Force Awakens, which is $247.9 million. Avengers got $258.1 million. It beat out do you know what the biggest worldwide opening was?
Give me a year roughly.
Oh, I don't know. 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
Jurassic World?
Fate of the Furious.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that was the one after Paul Walker died, though, wasn't it?
True, yeah. That's
so
541.9 million.
Wow.
And this is debuted with 640.8 million. That's an incredible amount of money. Obviously, they spent that much making the film. But...
Well, this brings me on to a very good topic that Lawrence did actually tell us, but didn't feel like he would grace us with his presence.
Our executive producer is splashing out our money out.
Yeah, but he did tell us about a really cool fact about Marvel in general. Steven Spielberg, if you accommodate for inflation with regards to over the years, Steven Spielberg has grossed more money than the Marvel universe. And what I mean by that is, so his films have grossed more, I think it was $18 billion over the course of his career. His films have grossed, and Marvel Universe are not even close. They're at 15 billion, so they're close, but 3 billion away. Understandably, obviously, they've been around for a lot less time, but it's still crazy to think about how successful Spielberg's been. So,
it's crazy.
Crazy.
Well, and we were talking about this briefly on the car here. Like it comes down to he's just a household name. He's just a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
All right, let me get rid of that. I've got here Kanye West. I don't know what I was going to talk about Kanye West, to be honest.
His tweets.
It was his people getting so annoyed with him, right? And it's kind of like this has happened so many times before. Before he releases a project, he goes crazy on Instagram, drills everyone up, and then just releases his album, and then goes back into his little hole.
It's like Michael Bublé at Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Michael Bublé. Where is he right now?
No, he's not. He's like the Grinch. He's just hiding in like a little cave for the next 12 months, and then or the next 6-7 months, and then Christmas pops along.
Mariah Carey.
I do know Mariah Carey
Personally?
Well, we had a thing one time.
Hook a brother up. No, so she gets about half £500,000 every Christmas. It's about 500 and something grand, 560 or 70 grand a year. I think we spoke to some podcasts back at Christmas. A year, 560 to 70 grand a year just from Christmas alone. People can live off 500 grand a year. You can literally not work.
Well, yeah, obviously that's a lot of damn money.
You can literally just work.
Just do nothing, couldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. You can literally just not just do Sweet Funny Adams, or what was about to say the F word there. So switch is on. Yeah, just it's insane. But yeah, no. So like, it's kind of the same thing where it's like,
The switch
people
is
get what's that?
The switch is on.
Yeah, the switch is on. It's so funny. So basically, I've been listening to this podcast. I listen to it all the time now, and like one of the guys repeats the joke when he finds something funny. So I've started doing it, and GFA's started doing it as well, because I've started doing it. So now, if anyone says a funny joke, you get the joke repeated twice because we both say the funny joke.
Yeah, and if we're watching someone else say the joke, you get it 3 times.
Yeah,
Matt repeat, and then I'll repeat.
Yeah. Oh, it's crazy, and it's so
crazy.
funny because it's like we literally sit there and go, apples and oranges, apples and oranges, apples and oranges.
Apples and oranges,
yeah.
bro. Yeah.
Oh, anyway, no, back to it. And like, everyone's getting so annoyed, and you've seen this whole thing about how like he's backing Trump now.
Yeah, because he's running for president. He said like, I don't just and
like he keeps going like, oh, like love everyone. You can't love everyone because there are some horrible people in this
exactly
world.
Yeah.
So like the love everyone kind of loses itself, and it's like people get so riled up about it, and like you have like people tweet. I saw one of Jeezy put up an Instagram story of like the Kanye West shoes, the older ones, can't remember the name of them now, and put like "Make Kanye Great Again" or something like that. And then like, but then like, why? YG? YG's so cool. He said the guy was on the same bitches song.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not me swearing. That's me quoting a song.
Still counts. Kiss him.
Oh shit! Oh, damn. I just switches back on. So pretty much YG he basically tweeted like, I can't remember the tweet now, but it was pretty.
You set the whole story up. You set the entire story up to just go. Yeah, I can't remember the tweet.
No, it was pretty. It was pretty much him just saying like, he said So he tweets saying he keeps going F Donald Trump. No, Kanye, we love you, but F Trump. So it's like people are saying like, can you take the music? I always say, I don't like I don't like Justin Bieber as a person, but like his music's all right. It's not that bad,
which is fine considering he doesn't write or make any of it. I know no one does, but what I'm saying is like when you, I haven't like Justin Bieber. To be honest, like
to be fair, like, he's kind of just dipped from like.
Which is
life.
Good, and which is good. He's out of the limelight a little bit, and no one's talking about him doing this outrageous crap.
I saw a really funny video. Sorry to just tell you this. I saw a really funny video. It was Justin Bieber talking to Halsey and Jeezy, and Justin Bieber like hugs Halsey, and Jeezy's got one of these like, the things you have over your mouth.
Yeah,
that's like you can't catch. Obviously, he can't really catch a cold because he'll be screwed. And he's got it on, and then like he's talking to Justin Bieber, or Halsey's talking to Justin Bieber, and like he puts his arm around Halsey. Jeezy just rips off this thing and like looks at him, and he like hugs Jeezy, and it's really awkward. I'll have to show you it afterwards. But he just rips off this thing, and he's like being all like, obviously Jeezy's like 10 foot and Justin Bieber's midget, so like
can't use that word anymore, mate.
Can't use it anymore. Is that a swear word?
No.
Okay, switch is still on. But yeah, no, it's crazy. Should we talk about Post Malone as well?
Yeah. I was going to say, because Post Malone's really good friends with Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
And I really
he toured with him for like 2 years.
Yeah, and I really rate Post Malone. I really respect him after seeing him on H3 podcast like 4 times.
Yeah.
So
he seems like such a down-to-earth dude.
So
he seems like a weird dude, though.
He does seem a bit weird, but he does seem like, even on the Hot Wings thing, he just seems like quite a down-to-earth bloke.
Did he do Hot Wing?
Yeah. You're not seen it?
No, did he do
it's proper funny. And it makes me sort of feel like...
That's my night shift sorted.
Yeah. It makes me kind of feel like... If he likes Justin Bieber and says that because he said Justin Bieber like the nicest guy in the world, if he kind of thinks that, then maybe we've got the wrong opinion of what Justin Bieber used to be when he was younger.
I think it's one of those things where like famous people have this, like if you make one bad mistake, like see like how everyone was quick to slam Ninja. I don't like Ninja. I don't like him as a person. I think he's a good person to kind of like. I was talking about this to one of our viewers the other day when I was streaming. I think he's a great face for like Twitch to kind of run the movement, the kind of snowball that Twitch is on at the moment. He's a good person to kind of face it, but as a person, I don't really like him. I don't like his content. It's not for me. I don't enjoy it.
I think he's exactly what Twitch is supposed to be, which is sad in some ways, but it's good in the other because he's a professional gamer. He's very, very, very good at the games he plays, which is realistically what Twitch is built for. Although you have in real life streams and podcasts, so it's that they have this multi-platform thing. But Twitch primarily was for gaming stuff and having professional gamers and watching these tournaments. So when you think about it, he is exactly what he's Twitch's sort of flagship at the moment. It used to be the Doc, and then at some points there's other people, and it's kind of him at the moment. He's blown up on YouTube as well. But for the right reasons, because of his skill. That's why I respect him, because he hasn't blown up because, not in a whole way. I love the Doc. I think what the Doc's done is amazing with the whole persona and basically making it like a show and having like a character. I think it's brilliant. But Ninja's done it purely out of just being good at games and sharing his clips around, which just shows you that like it's something that he's built out of nothing. And I respect that. And I respect the fact that he could cash cow it a lot more than he is. A lot more than he is.
What, Ninja?
Yeah. He even said, like, I didn't push my Instagram for years and all this stuff. It's like he could reach out to companies and say, give me a car and I'll sponsor you on my Instagram page. You know, he really doesn't merchandise, for example. He could really blow up the merchandise thing. You know, I feel like he's not making as much. He's not exploiting people because he's not making as much money as he could because he's not exploiting people, which makes me respect him a little bit for now. However, when he starts to die out, and he will, mark my words, people on Twitch do not live for long because Twitch. I don't know. People get bored. People get bored of streamers. It just happens.
People get bored of Chelsea v Arsenal.
Yeah, but
no, but they don't. That's a trick question. They don't get bored of.
No, but people get bored of Twitch streamers. People's viewers go down. It's just a thing. Like the Doc, when he came back for the first couple of weeks, he had 60,000.
People get bored of Doc because he's just a character that people get bored of.
Go to any streamer. They have their heyday. They have their peaks, up and down their roller coaster days. Ninja will drop. I give it 4 or 5 weeks. And he won't
4 or 5 weeks. All right, we're calling it 4 or 5 weeks.
4 weeks. What podcast? By podcast 40, mark GFA's words, by podcast 40, he will no longer be getting 120,000 every stream. No way. Because he's getting 120,000 every stream right now. He will not get anywhere near that number. 4 weeks' time, my estimation, he will peak at 80 per stream in 4 weeks' time. And then it'll go down to 60 and then down to, give it 2-3 years. No one's going to care about what he's doing because Fortnite will move on. When Fortnite dies, Ninja will die because he can move to another game, but he has to be professional.
The issue is for people like Ninja because he's a personality. The Doc,
I don't think that's the case. I think that's the other way around. But people like the character of the Doc. People don't like Ninja for Ninja. People love Ninja because he's good at games. People like watching his clips because they see him shoot a rocket and spin it around, jump on it, and no-scope someone. And everyone's like, oh, there's epic moments in this game. Once Fortnite is no longer this big hype train and it's on its way out already, I don't see him being anywhere near as big as he is.
I think Fortnite's already
dropped
off. It has,
but I mean, Ninja was having 150,000 viewers 2 weeks ago. Now it's 120. Now it's going to go down to 100, then 90, then 80. It's just going to happen. That is inevitable.
I feel like he's got a lot more shelf time than Doc. Because Doc is a character. He's boring. You don't know him. You know.
But he can change that up.
Yeah, but is it going to be as good? He's peaked with Doc. There is no better character than Doc.
Maybe. I don't know. I think he will always have a small following no matter what. He won't die.
Who, Doc?
Yeah.
No, he won't.
But I think Ninja has that.
He peaked about a month before, 2 months before his cheating scandal.
Before the whole scandal of him cheating, he's when he peaked.
And then he ain't gonna go much higher than that.
And the comeback was only big because of how popular he was beforehand. Yeah. And since then, he's just got a bit boring, a bit stale. Like, not in a horrible way. That's
the thing. He was getting. What did he peak at? 270,000.
Or when he came back, 330.
And then literally about an hour into that stream, it went down to about 100,000.
Yeah.
Like people only really care about, people only really care about drama. And a lot of people say the only way you make it nowadays on social media is controversy, which is kind of true.
That's why,
unfortunately,
that's why these channels like Drama Alert are still so big. Like this Keemstar bloke that's been doing it for 5-6 years or however long. That's why his channel is still alive because people love drama. It's like people that follow celebrities, people that read magazines about what Kim Kardashian put in her arse last week. They're the kind of people that will lap up any drama on the internet.
Could you not disrespect my bae? So like,
do you like Kim Kardashian, bro? She's disgusting.
So there's this girl right on Instagram. She's got 1.3 million followers. She's called Lil Tay. This is her.
Did you see my Snapchat story?
Yeah, I did. It was funny.
Little baldy boy.
This is her. And then she's just
Someone kick her off.
She's just put a story up. This is Lil Tay's management. Lil Tay is on house arrest and got her phone taken away. She'll be back soon. # free Lil Tay. She's under house arrest. But look at her, for crying out loud. She's 13.
Well, what does she do? Is she a rapper?
No, she's just like some rowdy, like...
No, she's got to have some kind of, like, personality.
She's like a
Is
rowdy...
she holding loads of money there? Was that money or cards? Oh, for fuck's sake. She's sitting on a Mercedes holding about... I've sworn! You've done it to me! You've brought it out! You know how to do it!
Here we go. It's like a tap. You beep, 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 beep,
Little beep. That's mental. She's sitting on a Mercedes with like 100 grand in her hand.
Yeah.
What is life?
Insane. In the chat, one of our viewers has just said Sainsbury's and Asda merging. Should they call it Ainsbury's? I work for Sainsbury's. I found out last night when I was working. Could have leaked it for the news for some quick cash cow.
You should have. You should have gone to all news outlets and told them. And then
2 hours before the announcement. Excuse me,
mate. They wouldn't have known it was coming in 2 hours though.
Some random person from Sainsbury's South End. So trying to work out. Which annoys me because Asda's so goddamn cheap here. Asda's so cheap and Sainsbury's is so expensive. And like, what are they going to do? There's like near me, the Sainsbury's that I work at, there's an Asda down the road. So what are they going to do? Have two Sainsbury's? Or they're going to keep it as Asda and then have an Asda and a Sainsbury's. The Asda that's right next to us, where we get all our food from, shouts out Asda, so cheap. Sainsbury's is ridiculously expensive, and I'm not ready to pay that price.
But maybe they'll keep that as their cheaper store. That's what worries me. When they do these kinds of things, what they'll do is they'll move all the nice stuff to Sainsbury's and all the crap stuff will stay in Asda, and that's how they'll keep it cheap, I'd imagine. I don't know. If Asda was working all these years, why wouldn't they keep it the same?
But then...
It's just always going to do is make them more money in the long run.
But then what we're now looking at is that I think Sainsbury's, it's like, I was reading about earlier, 32%. They own 32% of the grocery...
Is this Sainsbury's?
Yeah, like percentage. So when you look at companies like Warner Brothers, 21st Century, etc., they can only have it was agreed years ago. They can only own a certain amount, percentage wise, because obviously if you have Warner Brothers owning 80%, they dominate the industry. So that you're literally only allowed. So that
like Disney now though, Disney like owns like everything now.
No, they're only allowed a certain percentage.
They just bought out Fox as well, bro.
You look back at I can't remember the two companies. Basically, there was two music labels that wanted to buy each other, that wanted to buy one label, but they couldn't buy the label because it would put them over the percentage line. And like all they're doing now is Sainsbury's is going to squash Tesco's out. Tesco's is going to dip and not be a thing, and then Sainsbury's is just going to rack their prices up, and then we're forced, because there's nothing else to do, than pay the prices that Sainsbury's pay. What are you thinking?
Sorry, I've got direct line of sight with a dog. Like the next door neighbour's like big Alsatian, just looking back at me, like spot on, like making eye contact with me. Sorry.
Shall I shut the blind?
No, it's all right. It was really far away, and I just saw this head go, and then just look at me, and I'm like staring her down. I'm like, Christ. Go for me throat.
Yeah, I'm just worried. Like I don't like it. It's good for Sainsbury's, so obviously money.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like people are going to be losing their jobs now. Asda are going to lose their jobs.
No, they keep the staff on. It's the same thing. If you've worked in Asda, you know how to work in Sainsbury's. There's not really any difference between the supermarket.
Yeah, but you can't cram 50 workers into one building.
No, but if you bought a store, if you bought Asda, you wouldn't fire all the workers. You wouldn't.
But if I bought Asda and I own Sainsbury's, why would I keep a store open 5 minutes down the road?
Oh, okay, yeah. If you're closing a store, of course, and they're going to lose their jobs.
So,
but if the plot's already there, they're not going to buy Asda and then sell the plots.
Sainsbury's to us. You got the Asda, which is over in Pips,
Brentwood, I think. Oh no, there's got to be one in somewhere closer.
There must be one in
Basildon or something. Yeah.
So like, what are they going to do? Shut down that Asda? Because what's the point of having two superstores next to each other?
I don't know.
It
depends. A lot of companies will buy out another company, but keep running it, but just under their own management, and then keeping the profit. So if let's say Asda was making a good profit, it probably wasn't if they sold it. If they turn it around and make a little bit more of a profit, maybe rack the price up a little bit, Sainsbury's will just keep it and just make money from it.
Billion.
Yeah, well, that's the investment, isn't it? It's going to take them years and years to make that back, but in the long run, it makes their net worth and their Forbes list.
Well, they're like stock has gone up like 20%.
Yeah, exactly. People are going to be loving their stockholders are going to be loving that shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like, we just have to see how it works. Like, I've got a meeting tonight, I think, because they're like reassuring us that our jobs aren't going anywhere.
Oh yeah, you've bought.
And I was like, fire me. Do it.
Give me a redundancy package.
Yeah. And then kill me.
End my pathetic existence.
I want to talk about the dream, but the viewer isn't here yet, so I'm going to hold off a little bit.
It's definitely Clayman.
It's not Clayman.
Right? Is it? How popular is the viewer?
I'm not going to say, but he or she is not in the chat. Like I did that. I was
What about if they don't come though? You've got to tell the story.
Well, then I'll say at the end.
All right.
You have to wait.
I want to try and guess. Let me try and guess. How long have they been following for?
No, you're allowed one guess, and I'm still going to say no.
What's the point?
Psych. No.
Psych. Ali.
No. No, it's not.
Oh, Mini Muse. 100% Mini Muse confirmed. Because you said it's about a place.
What's going on? So I had a dream about one of the viewers, but I'll talk about it in due time. I want to talk about Fortnite as well. I know we just were falling off Fortnite, but there was a streamer who put up a YouTube video, and it was titled. Let me get it up on me screen. It was titled "Every time I kill someone, my 13-year-old." Mate, my search history. Yeah, this is oh no, I think the video got deleted.
What's this? The video of?
Yeah. So basically, every time he got a kill, that's it. One kill equals one remove of clothing from my 13-year-old sister. Video has been taken down, but it got like 1 million or so views, and it was insane because they were running ads on them. It was insane. And so basically it was this guy.
Surely his channel's been shut down. Surely his channel's been shut down.
I'll just try and find it. Because it was just about the clickbait of it was insane.
Yeah, obviously. But then, so should his channel have been shut down if it was just clickbait and it wasn't in the video? Well, yeah, of course. What no? But people are strange, right?
Yeah, this is it. So it was it Touch the Light? I think his name was. Yeah, one kill equals this was the title. One kill equals one remove one clothing with my 13-year-old sister. The thumbnail. Yeah, this is him. Yeah.
So his channel's not taken down. How many subs he got?
No, 360,000. So basically, he had a thumbnail up of his sister, who was clearly of age. He was not 13, of age, topless with censorship emojis over her nipples.
And then he had 13-year-old in the title.
Yeah. And
like, I tell you what, if he'd put 18-year-old, then it would have been absolutely fine, and people still would have been interested. Funnily enough,
yeah.
Why has he got?
And like he's gone.
Was he going? I want to make a new video today. My demographics paedophiles. Yeah. I really want to tap into the paedophile community.
And I just found it, but like they were like, no, there was ads running on the video. They were monetizing that video.
The guy's an idiot. This is what I mean. YouTube needs to just have a cleanse of idiots.
YouTube have started giving bigger creators, like bigger YouTube channels. I hate for you to talk about it. That they can actually censor their own videos. They can, when they put up the ads, when they put up a video, they can put in mild swearing. Mild swearing, no nudity, and then ads can say, "Well, we don't mind swearing, we don't want no nudity." So
yeah, that's a really good way to get around the adpocalypse. That's a really good way to
YouTube
get
pretty
around
much brought on a whole complex of buildings and basically hired people just to sit there and go through videos and decide whether to monetize them or not. But it's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy. It's crazy how they got away with that. It's like, what? Like, you're insane. And I just thought it was crazy how the clickbait kind of just came out of nowhere. Like that is, and YouTube, in YouTube policy, it says no clickbait. It says it in the policy, no clickbait. Yeah, and his channel's still up, and you're like, how? Like the hell? Like, and yeah, as you said, you're attracting the wrong crowd.
He wanted to tap into that paedophile demographic, bro.
Crazy. All right, I'm talking about one last thing before we talk about my dream. TJ Miller. So we talked about last week. TJ Miller.
Was it last week?
Yeah. Last week we talked about TJ Miller. He basically had a kerfuffle with another woman on a train. She moved train carriages. He then called up and said she had a bomb. He stopped the train, and then he was drunk, and it was a false alarm. He was facing 6 months prison time, or he was facing, which he probably won't do. And I think it's come out that he's not doing it. He's got to pay something like 956 man hours of to basically compensate for stopping the train, everyone else, and stuff like that. I find that insane because, like, I was thinking to myself, like, TJ Miller, he's a really smart guy. If you watch his films he's in, he's a smart guy. He knows what he's doing. Interviews, smart guy, knows what he's doing. And I was sitting thinking this, and I was listening to the podcast. I don't know who it was. I think it was Sugar Pine. They were saying on their podcast, like about 5 or 6 years ago, he had a surgery done on his head, on his brain, and something went wrong, or we had something change, and it was the part that basically decides whether or not his behavior cannot be controlled. So he doesn't know what he's doing is wrong or right.
Right.
I can't remember, but it's something along like that, and I'm like, that is bad because, like, you know, it's one of those things where, like, people do, you know, stupid things, i.e. the clickbait video of the 13-year-old, you know, pedophile pretty much selling your 13-year-old sister, your 13-year-old sister, you know, and to do that, and you have people like TJ Miller who's in this trouble. And the alcoholism is his fault, you know. If you're an alcoholic, it's your fault. You need to change it if you want to. But if you don't want to get better, then if you don't want to get better, there's no point in forcing you to. You know.
I feel like that's literally, other than any disease that you can't control, that's the same with everything. Smoking, over being.
But with
obese,
this, he can't control it. So I think it's not as much as like send him to prison. I think it's like he actually needs help. Like he actually needs help to figure out. You know, and it's one of those things where it's like people are just like talking about how, you know,
we just as humans do not understand the brain fully enough to be able to say, well, okay, this person obviously needs professional help, and it's not something that's just he's not just acting like this because he wants to, kind of thing. But I don't know. I don't really know enough about TJ Miller, unfortunately.
All right, shall I talk about my dream about one of the viewers?
Yep.
First of all, get your minds out the gutter. As I said at the beginning of this podcast, it is not a sexual dream whatsoever. It was just a funny dream, and it is so weird. Like, it's I say you need to be quiet whilst I explain the dream to you, because it is absolutely insane. So, as of recently, Ali has been mentioning that she's coming to London. And we've been like telling her like ideas of like what to do, etc., etc. I told her Borough Market because Borough Market is great. And then for some reason, I had a dream the other night where like we were just in London, like flying the drone around, and it was me, you, Ali, Will, and not Will, Lawrence and Tom. The most weird group because Tom.
What does Ali look like in your dream?
I don't know. I have no idea. No, just and I knew it was her, and like we were just chilling in the park, which is funny because Tom is so flaky that he would never be there anyway. Lawrence is obviously pretty much heading that way as well. And like I remember, and I was sitting there, and I was like, and like the dream, it was so funny, right? So we had like motorbikes. It makes no sense. So we had motorbikes, and we were flying the drone around, and we were flying the drone around, and like we were picking up buildings. Right, yeah, it makes no sense. We was picking up buildings with the drone and flying the buildings around, and the police were trying to catch us and like
catch us or the drone.
Catch us because they didn't know who was
standing.
They didn't know who was flying the drone. And I remember because Ali was panicking. She was like, "I don't even want to be here. You guys are so much nicer online." And we're flying a building around London. Like, we don't know what we're doing. She's like, "You were much nicer online. I didn't know you guys broke the law." And I'm that's so funny. And we were flying this building around London, right? Had no idea like what was going on. And then like we landed a building, and then like you put it on the back of your motorbike.
Right.
And then you were driving around with it on the back of your bike. And then I had Lawrence standing next to me, and I picked Ali up on the drone. So Ali was holding onto the drone, and I flew Ali back to her hotel room to drop her off with like, her parents, and then we got out of London. That was my dream. How goddamn weird is that? It just stuck with me. I remember having to go, "You were so much nicer online. You didn't break any rules."
I didn't know you were a criminal.
And I woke up and I was like, "What on God's name happened?" And I was just like,
That's the weirdest dream.
I have
dude.
weird dreams as it is. I had a dream the other week that like everyone was penguins. And that's like a recurring dream. I always have a dream that everyone's penguins.
Right.
And like,
Right.
I have the weirdest dreams. I don't drink milk before bed or eat cheese. Is that a real thing, or is that still like a wives' tale?
No, that's true. If you eat cheese and dairy products, it's supposed to give you wild dreams.
What, before bed?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Well, I don't do that anyway, so I don't know. But
cheers for that.
yeah, it was so weird. And so we were all penguins, and like,
Right.
this is a different dream. Same dream.
Same dream. We're all penguins carrying buildings on the roads, riding
But it was
motorcycles.
like you were biking around with a building on your back. Like, it makes no sense. And the police couldn't find you. And me, Lawrence, and Tom were trying to meet up with you. I don't know why we had the building. Oh, it's just so weird dreams. Have you? What's it? Do you remember the weirdest dream you ever had?
Oh God, I've had some proper strange ones in my time. Proper strange. I don't think I have had recurring dreams, but now I can't really remember them because they've never really stuck with me. There's one that for some reason will always stick with me, and I think it's because when I was younger, it really scared me, but it makes no sense. It was around. It was in my. You never saw sort of my old house when I was a kid, but it was in my old house, and it had like.
I never really saw it. No, I never saw it. You never really saw it. No, I never saw it straight up.
It was when I was really young, and we had you're walking through like the front door, and you had like a hallway, and on the left was like a doorway into like the living room, and to the right was like more of a hallway where the stairs were, and then the kitchen was through there, and for some reason there was a ball on the loose in my house, like a ball, as in like a with the horns and stuff, but it was like an evil devil ball. And I don't know how it got in there, or where it came from, but I came home from school and it was wreaking havoc. But for some reason, as long as your feet weren't off the ground, it couldn't attack you. So if you were like on like the smallest bit of furniture, it couldn't hurt you. And it basically ran around and killed my entire family, and I was the last person left. And I was standing on this little like wooden ballast, and everyone died. And Lawrence came in riding a bike, and because he wasn't touching the ground, it couldn't hurt him. And we escaped on like Lawrence's little push bike. It was the weirdest dream, man. It was strange.
I always have weird dreams. Always. I have a dream a lot where I'm in a chase scene. Someone's chasing me. All it is. It's like a recurring. One of them, I was running on a train track away from a train. I could have just got off the train track, but I was running like like in films where like the building's falling down and everyone like this.
Have you ever had those ones that wake you up?
Yeah, when you have you jolt yourself up.
Yeah, like a car's about to hit you or something.
Yeah, I do that all the time where I'm like falling.
Yeah,
and it really annoys me because it wakes me up. Like,
I've had some like messed up dreams that have scared me. Like I've woken up and I've been scared, and I've had some that have felt so real that I was sure it happened. But most of my dreams are relative, because obviously dreams, from what we understand as science understands them, are like you making sense of your day. So whatever's happened that day, usually it would be what has happened the last couple of days or recently in your life. Your brain is trying to sort of store that memory, and it's like putting together all the events but into one thing. So if you've gone and saw Avengers, you might have a dream. For example, I don't know. What else has happened other than Avengers? Let's say
explain my dream then. I mean, we were talking to Ali about London and places to go.
Ali, London. The motorbikes are from PUBG because we keep driving with PUBG and everything. That's why we were there. Tom and Lawrence, because we've been talking about how much they flake all the time.
True, yeah.
The police I don't quite get.
Yeah, I don't get it.
The drone, because we've been doing loads of drone footage when we was up with Tom filming it. Maybe because the car chase that we're filming up there, the police chase.
Oh, that's true.
Right, and then what's the last thing? What was the other thing that was weird? Picking up buildings. That's the only thing I can't figure out. I can't figure out the picking up buildings. It reminds me
like Avengers when they were picking up. They were like flying metal around. I don't know.
Yeah, he was like chucking buildings and chucking like the moon down or something like that. But usually it's your brain making sense of what's going on around you, but it puts it all into one big cluster. It's strange. I've had some weird dreams in my time.
Yeah, I don't know. I find it weird to make sense of all of it. Well, we're no longer content creators. We're now dream deciphers. Dream deciphers. Yeah. Dream deciphers. So if you have a dream, let us decipher it for you. Dream deciphers. We go around just deciphering dreams. I had a dream. I'm not going to try and make a joke out of it. Right, Martin Luther King will be our first guest. I can't really think of much else to talk about. I'm out of topics now. I'm out of Twitch topics. So I don't know if you've got anything else left to think on your on your. I've just got a DM from one of our viewers. Penguin dream meaning and interpretations. Penguin, visit your dreams to bring order to any chaos in your life. He brings remind. I've just got the image of having a dream about like the world's ending and you're just running and then the penguin turns up and goes, "Don't worry."
I just think of the ones from Madagascar when they're all clapping their hands.
He brings reminders that there is the most chaos around you before you get a major breakthrough. Penguin, but it's penguin, not penguins. It's penguin. So I've just got the image of just one penguin, like with like a monocle.
Well, what's the plural of? Is penguins? Yeah. Right.
Pengs. Penguin encourages you to keep moving forward, deal with each challenge as it crosses your path, pay it only as much attention as it needs for you to move through it. Thanks, Lights. That explains a lot.
Jeez.
So that explains why I've been
dreaming about penguins.
Yeah. But I remember like when I was younger, I had the same dream where like, I walked into a bus and everyone was penguins. So like there was a bus. Like everyone was penguins. There was
the driver?
Penguin bus driver.
Yes.
And everyone was penguins. And I remember not knowing until I looked in I was thinking to myself, why is everyone penguins on this bus? Why is there a penguin here, there, and everywhere? Why does that sound so funny? Here, there? What's that from? Here, there, and everywhere. It's from a song.
Yes.
And then I remember looking in the reflection of the bus and seeing I was a penguin as well. That's it. I don't know.
And you woke up.
Yeah, and I woke up and I don't know what's going on. So thanks, Lights, for sending that penguin little penguin through, explaining that there's a lot of chaos in my life, but there's always a penguin to tell me, carry on.
Everything will be all right.
Carry on going forward and whatnot. Yeah. Well, I'm all out of topics. I've got nothing else to speak about. Have you got anything else to speak about? Speak about what we're doing in MAViSMITH at the moment, I guess. We've got a couple more minutes until the hour timeline is up. We're going to do a stream after this. So if anyone in the chat wants to stick around, we'll be doing a few Jackbox games, so come and join in. But apart from that, we're filming this weekend. We're hoping to get the next couple episodes of our show done. Because we planned out, how many episodes have we got? 6 or 8? Is it 6?
8.
8? We've got 8 episodes that we want to film, so we're going to try and film a couple more of those. And we're also going to finish what we filmed the other week. We couldn't do it this weekend because...
Yeah, we were saying we're going to release a video this Friday. We can't quite release it Friday because it's not... We still got a few shots that we couldn't get done when we did it last Sunday. We were going to do it this Sunday, but the weather changed and it was pouring down rain, so we couldn't get the drone up and we couldn't get the camera and stuff out. And it requires... Obviously, the weather last Sunday was perfectly sunny, and then to transition half the scenes raining just obviously doesn't make sense. So it had to be rained off, but we are going to shoot this weekend because it's supposed to be really nice weather and it's a bank holiday weekend. And it's my birthday weekend. Well, it is, right? Does a birthday weekend mean your birthday has to fall on the weekend, or is it just the weekend after your birthday?
No, it's the weekend after your birthday.
Sweet.
Well, no, you decide it's your birthday weekend. It can be the one before or after. No, sure, it's got to be after.
It's got to be after.
What about if your birthday's on like a Monday? You got to wait 5 days for the weekend.
Yeah, after. Always after, in my opinion.
Always after.
Always after. So my birthday's Wednesday, so the birthday weekend will be this weekend. But bank holiday as well. Friday's bank holiday. Monday's bank holiday for me.
So your birthday's on Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
We're doing a stream on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. I'm going out Friday night.
Yeah, Friday night.
A little bit. Work. Not more leavers drinks from work. Funnily enough, because 10 people have left in the last 6 weeks.
That's why you've been promoted.
Yeah, but 100%. It's like, we need. Okay, we can't really fire George right now. Let's bump him up. It's like, yeah, sweet.
You can't fire him. Get him out of here. Get him in here. So, I don't know how you got promoted, but
neither do I, dude. I mean, I had a conversation with manager today, and it's beyond me. So,
well, thanks for tuning into the MAViSMITH podcast.
It's a bit short. Can we think of one more topic?
It's been
anything in the news.
It's been 53 minutes.
I know, but
we're gonna squeeze a little bit more out.
I'd say try and listen.
Oh, we have a vlog coming out. We've got a vlog coming out. Second vlog coming out.
Yeah. Should we explain where we were?
When are we going to put it out? No, when are we going to put it out?
This Thursday?
Friday. Friday it's coming out. We just went up to London for B. Arnold's show a few weeks ago. I just got around to editing it. It's quite funny.
It's really funny.
We got I just don't want to say it. Yeah, it's really funny. It's really funny. One of our friends is in it and he's hilarious. So he's real funny. So you'll be able to see that on Friday. It's literally just one night. We are in the process of doing the other vlog, but obviously we don't want to just vlog random stuff of us like going like, and we're going to get a coffee, and we're leaving the coffee place, and we're home. We're going to Asda, we're getting some food. We're going home, guys.
Yeah.
And we're home.
And now we're streaming.
Yeah.
Now,
so like we want to make sure we're doing something that's entertaining, not just putting stuff out for the sake of putting it out. Because obviously it's boring to edit, it's boring to watch as well. So it's just no point. I'd rather put out, when we've got a collection of things, not when we're shoving things out left, right, centre.
I will talk about a pizza I had on Saturday.
Oh God, I was so jealous, and you told me it was crap.
So I got home from Thorpe Park on Saturday. We tried to go out for a meal, and basically all the places we were looking at were completely like just full. We could not get in there. So we were like, right, we need to go and get ourselves food. But I was like, I'm just going to go home because they were going out anyway, and I just didn't want to. So your boy went home and thought, let's order a pizza. So we went. Well, I came home, I booted up Papa John's, and I ordered a pizza. The first pizza that came up was a barbecue cheeseburger pizza. Now, I was intrigued by this find and decided to look more into it. And wouldn't you believe it? I ordered a barbecue cheeseburger pizza, and it was rubbish. It was really horrible.
So jealous.
Barbecue cheeseburgers, the flavour does not fit with pizza. It just didn't work. They had the gherkin, the salt. It was disgusting. It was honestly horrible. I didn't finish the pizza. I had about.
Was it that bad?
Yeah, it didn't. I didn't taste any barbecue. I didn't taste any cheese. All I tasted was the gherkin. It was so overpowering. I couldn't taste anything but the pickled onion or the pickled gherkin. It's all I could taste. So when you get that, when you bite into a McDonald's cheeseburger, you get like the cheese and you get the tomato sauce, and then you get the gherkin flavour. It was 100% gherk. It was 100% gherk.
Gherk.
That's the only way I could explain it.
Well, we're all out of pizza stories. I haven't had a pizza for so long. But
Dude, that's the first one I had since we had Papa John's when we were watching Black Mirror. That's the first pizza I've had since then.
Jesus.
Actually, no, tell you like Barcelona, we had one, didn't we? But don't count that.
Yeah. But yeah. So thanks for tuning in to MAViSMITH Podcast number 36. Sorry that the chat's not working.
Chat's died.
Don't know why chat isn't working. But so if you have any questions like that, just tweet us, and we'll answer them next podcast. Tune in next Monday for podcast number 37. We don't have any topics yet, but we will.
We don't plan that far ahead.
We also stream this live on twitch.tv/MAViSMITH. We then upload it to YouTube, SoundCloud, and any other of your podcast services. I'm going to have to make a quick phone call to Spotify. That sounds odd. To tell them that they have a great product, and they need to get our Spotify, our playlist, our podcast
Third one
on Spotify to make it that much better.
Yeah.
Or I'll call up and go, hey, I'm just wondering, great. I love listening to music, but there's a podcast I really like called MAViSMITH. Why don't you
you can try that way, like the old Reddit way. That people go, "Oh my god, we've seen this."
And then you call up, and then we'll get all of our chat to call Spotify
one by one,
one by one, to tell them that they need to get the MAViSMITH podcast on their stream or on their Spotify, and then that will, if you drum up enough, then
signing off for those petitions.
Or I'll just tweet them. They always reply to me.
Yeah, let's call them out.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. MAViSMITH Podcast number 36.
We are going to go live with some chat box if Twitch chat's working. If not, maybe we won't. We'll let you know momentarily.
In due time.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Have a good week.
Have a bad week. Have a mediocre week.
Love it. Don't love it.
Hate it.
Bye.